Robert Gordon Orr was born on March 20, 1948, in Parry Sound, Ontario, Canada, to Doug and Vera Orr. Growing up in the small town, Bobby was immersed in hockey from a very young age, with his father being an avid supporter of the sport. It was in the cold winter months that Bobby would hone his skills on outdoor rinks, learning to skate and shoot pucks alongside his friends. His natural talent quickly became evident, and he soon outpaced his peers in skill and hockey IQ. Orr's early years were marked by his time playing minor hockey in Parry Sound, where he became known for his skating speed, agility, and playmaking ability. At the age of 10, Orr was already being recognized as a prodigious talent, and it wasn't long before his abilities caught the attention of scouts from the Ontario Hockey Association (OHA). In 1962, at the age of 14, Orr was recruited to play for the Oshawa Generals, a Junior A hockey team based in Ontario. This move was the beginning of his journey to the National Hockey League (NHL). Orr's time with the Oshawa Generals was brief but highly impactful. He quickly made a name for himself with his exceptional skating and ability to control the game from the defenseman position. His impressive skills were on full display during his first season, which earned him the OHA's Most Outstanding Defenseman award. By 1966, Orr had caught the eye of NHL scouts, and it was clear that his talents were too great to remain in the junior ranks for much longer. Career peak, revolutionizing the role of defenseman. In 1966, Bobby Orr was selected by the Boston Bruins as the first overall pick in the NHL draft. At the time, the role of a defenseman in hockey was largely considered to be a stay-at-home role. Defensemen were expected to prevent goals rather than score them. Orr, however, was destined to break this mold. His arrival in the NHL marked the beginning of a new era for defensemen, as he would go on to revolutionize the position with his unique combination of speed, offensive instincts, and defensive prowess. Orr's rookie season in 1966-67 was a revelation. He scored 13 goals and recorded 28 assists in just 61 games, an impressive showing for a first-year player, particularly for a defenseman. His ability to join the rush, skate with the puck, and create offensive opportunities was unlike anything the league had ever seen. In his second season, Orr's performance exploded. He scored 17 goals and added 44 assists, firmly establishing himself as one of the NHL's most dynamic players. In 1969, Orr won his first Norris Trophy, awarded to the league's best defenseman, an honor he would go on to win a total of 8 times during his career, a record for any defenseman. Orr's real breakthrough came during the 1969-70 season, when he reached the peak of his career. He scored an astonishing 33 goals and recorded 87 assists, setting a new standard for offensive production by a defenseman. Orr's ability to not only prevent goals but to create and score goals at an elite level changed the way hockey was played. His offensive output that season, combined with his defensive ability, led the Bruins to a Stanley Cup championship. Orr was named the winner of the Hart Trophy as the NHL's most valuable player, and he was also awarded the Conn Smythe Trophy as the most valuable player in the playoffs. The 1970 Stanley Cup Final would become one of the most iconic moments in hockey history. In the series-clinching Game 4 against the St. Louis Blues, Orr scored the overtime goal that secured the Bruins' first cup in 29 years. The image of Orr soaring through the air after scoring the goal remains one of the most recognizable and enduring images in the history of the sport. Main achievements: dominating the NHL throughout his career, Bobby Orr's achievements were numerous and record-breaking. He was not just a brilliant scorer but also a defensive stalwart. Orr's ability to control the game from the blue line, both offensively and defensively, set him apart from all other players. He became known for his ability to read the game, anticipate plays, and make seamless transitions from defense to offense. His speed and agility were unmatched, and his passing ability, especially his ability to create scoring opportunities from the back end, was unparalleled. Orr's stats are a testament to his dominance on the ice. In the 1970-71 season, he set a new NHL record for points by a defenseman, recording 120 points, 37 goals, and 83 assists. This achievement was groundbreaking, as no defenseman had ever come close to putting up such numbers. He would go on to break his own record in the 1974-75 season, finishing the year with 139 points, including 46 goals and 93 assists, solidifying his reputation as the most offensively gifted defenseman in the history of the NHL. Over the course of his career, Orr was named to the NHL First All-Star Team 8 times, and was a key part of the Bruins' success in the 1970s. He won 2 Stanley Cups with the Bruins, in 1970 and 1972, and was named to the NHL All-Star Game every year from 1968 to 1978. Orr's ability to dominate both ends of the ice earned him a reputation as the most complete player in the league. In addition to his Norris trophies, Orr won the Hart Trophy 3 times, 1970, 1972, and 1974, and his remarkable achievements made him one of the most admired players of his era. Off the ice, Orr became a cultural icon. His blend of skill, charisma, and dedication to the game made him a fan favorite and one of the most popular athletes in the world. Orr's style of play was revolutionary, and his impact on the game is still felt today. Many current defensemen in the NHL cite Orr as a major influence on their development, and his legacy has helped shape the way the position is played. Injuries and the decline of a brilliant career. Despite his tremendous success on the ice, Bobby Orr's career was hampered by injuries, particularly to his knees. Orr had been playing through knee problems for most of his career, but by the mid-1970s, the damage to his knees had become severe. He underwent multiple surgeries in an attempt to repair the damage, but his body could no longer withstand the physical demands of professional hockey. In 1976, Orr signed with the Chicago Blackhawks after being traded from the Bruins, but his time with the Blackhawks was short-lived. The pain in his knees became unbearable, and he was forced to retire from professional hockey after the 1978-79 season at the age of 31. His retirement came as a shock to the hockey world, as Orr was still one of the most talented players in the league, despite his physical limitations. Although his playing career was cut short by injury, Bobby Orr's impact on the game of hockey is immeasurable. He forever changed the role of the defenseman, and is widely regarded as the greatest defenseman in NHL history. His combination of offensive and defensive skills, along with his ability to control the pace of the game, set him apart as one of the sport's true legends.